How to know when to buy a call option. For my SpyT traders, I'll show you exactly when to buy your call options in a moment, but I want to share a few ideas about call options to benefit everyone. There are a number of reasons why people buy call options, but the number one reason is they think a stock or ETF is going up, and you buy a call option to leverage that opportunity. What if you thought a specific stock or the stock market was going up and you wanted to maximize that opportunity? What if you could control 100 shares of a stock that maybe is $400 per share, but not having to risk $40,000 to do it? So essentially that is what you're doing if you're investing in options with your $400. You take $400 and buy the option to buy that stock or ETF down the road at a specific price. And if the price is higher than your actual strike price, you can make a lot more money. Basically, you're saying, if it does what I want it to do, I'm in. If it doesn't do what I want to do, the worst I could lose is $400. When buying calls, there are a number of approaches, and for swing traders or maybe even day traders, you're looking for specific signals. Now for SpyT traders, we're actually looking for a specific time, and that is at the very end of the trading day. If my SPY Tomorrow indicator says up, I generally buy a call at the very end of the trading day. Literally the last seconds, the last 30 seconds, the last 10 seconds of the trading day. But this brings up an important point. What is more important, when you buy or when you sell your call? It's very common for traders, especially new traders, to freeze. Freeze is that blinking light is going off, saying buy your stock, buy your call now. But they can't pull the trigger. They're second guessing themselves. They're looking for that perfect time. But that perfect time never really comes, because you never know when that perfect time is. There are things that you can do to minimize that risk. I'll share that in a moment. But there is something you need to be thinking about. Not worrying so much when to buy, but the more important part of the transaction, when to sell. There's nothing wrong with looking for good entry points, but if you're going to practice anything, I would highly recommend you spend more time practicing selling your calls than buying your calls. Now, if you want to buy multiple stocks or multiple options, well, then you can gradually buy your way in. What do I mean by that? Well, you can buy one share at a time. Maybe it starts at $400, but then goes up to $405. Buy a share, then maybe it comes down to $398. Buy another share. Buy shares on your way in, and that way you're not worried about getting the perfect price. You're just averaging your way in. That way you can focus more on the sale the next morning, especially for SpyT traders. SpyT traders are buying what is referred to as an overnight swing trade, which means we buy at the close and we sell first thing in the morning, usually the first 5 minutes or half hour of the trading day. However, you can hold on to options a lot longer, but you should probably have a longer expiration. SpyT traders usually trade expirations of 4 to 6 days, maybe a little bit longer if it's over the weekend or the holidays. However, if you think the market's going to make a big push up over the next few weeks, then you may want to consider an expiration a few months out. That way, you're not going to get hurt by what is referred to as theta, time decay, because the one thing that is not on your side when it comes to options, that is time. If you think your stock or the market's going up, well, then that is when you buy your call. You can certainly average your way in. However, there's no perfect time to buy that call except for in hindsight. Yeah, we can always look at the charts and find a time that might have been a little bit better, but you have to pull the trigger. Use your indicators, use your insight, buy the call, and then spend most of your time strategizing about when you're going to sell. I'll see you in the next video.